Cheatham knocking down the foul shot. And it's a one-point game. We figured this would be a close battle tonight. So far, so good. Pressure handled well by the Privateers, but now a trap across. Well-deserved rest coming for Cheatham here. Zanaya White out there again and has the ball near side. Good length on the top of this zone defense for UNO, having Kim 5'9", has a good wingspan, and Ross at 6 feet. Definitely, you're not used to seeing somebody that size up top in a zone. Last minute of the quarter coming. Sherrill, first touch of the ball, now Kimbrough in front of the Alcorn bench. Cross court to Ross, open from 18, won't go. Sherrill tries to keep it alive. Wright able to come up with it for the Braves. Up ahead, looking for Brown ahead of the pack. Great body control and lay-in. No question, Brown is not just a big post player. She can move all over the floor, and she showed you she can run the floor too and finish. First lead for Alcorn. Shot clock and game clock almost in sync. UNO could hold for one, but Kimbrough says, no, sir, I'm going to the hole. First bucket for the second-year New Orleans player. Alcorn with just 5 on the clock. Let's see if White realizes it. She does. She'll stop for 3 to beat the buzzer. Counting 7 of those, leading to key second chance opportunities they've cashed in on. Led for a moment by 1. UNO with possession and the 1-point lead to start the period. Ross, baseline right. Contact, no whistle, play on, and couldn't get the banker to go down. Another board for Alcorn. A 14-6 advantage on the glass now for the Braves. Mid-range jumper won't go. A good look wouldn't drop there, and UNO able to clear it after the miss by White. Calderon, UNO's leading scorer with 5, over to Ross, who's open for 3. And Justice Ross has hit a couple of open jumpers. She hasn't been shy about shooting, and hits the second New Orleans 3-ball. And outside shooting's important for UNO until they find some post play. Having Sherrill in there help there on the help defense. 6 feet tall down low who can protect the lane and come up with rebounds. Sherrill will probably help as much as any player on the UNO roster, provide the size that helps do that. High post with it. Face up looking for cutters. Good movement there before Brown traveled with it, trying to do any wrong, right? You can do no wrong, as they say, player, but a rare mistake from her. Shot nearly 50% from the floor last year, and averaged nearly 14 points. Over 8 boards as well. Here is Kimbrough pulling up in the lane short. There is Sherrill with an offensive rebound. Put back, too strong. But Sherrill does make a difference. Outlet to Brown is stolen, saved by... No surprise that Cheatham and Brown are in there together. They've given UNO fits. Ross has given Alcorn some trouble and was guarded closely on her catch that time. Will go around the screen at the top of the key, not get the ball. Sherrill will dribble in and shoot a rainbow jumper that won't go. It's out of bounds. 4-point advantage for the Privateers. McAfee, high post, the catch, gets it back in front of the UNO bench. One dribble to Brown, who does it again. Face-ups near the 3-point line and not working down low. Ross, perimeter right, looking for the cutting Cooper. Cooper to her left, has the shot blocked. Recovered by Kimbrough. Jumper off back iron. Sherrill fighting for it, goes over her head. Braves the other way. Calderon stops the break. Can zip into passing lane. McAfee. Now with it, White on the dribble, drawing extra attention. Brown back to White, good give and go. She has it stripped away though, and it is stolen by guess who? The quick hands of Calderon. She'll weave her way down the floor into the paint, over the shoulder pass, lay it in Sherrill. Doesn't get much better than that. 94 feet of Calderon making it happen. And that's where you want Sherrill down low for shots like that. 6-point New Orleans lead again. All being Alcorn scoreless so far in the period. Similar how the first quarter started. Cheatham wanting Brown to come set a pick for. Righty dribble will lay it off. Inside the arc where she's comfortable, jumper beats the shot clock with the miss by White. Rebound Cooper. Calderon across the timeline, head up, looking, and create White her first person and the first foul of the period on either team. Calderon trying to get it down low immediately to Sherrill, knocked away by Brown. We'll do that again. Down deep. Ellis back in for New Orleans. Kimbrough drives, and again, you see the intimidation factor having Brown and Cheatham in there. UNO's going to keep attacking off the dribble, I'm sure. Long two for Brown, off back rim. Ellis with the board, passes out of the trap. Up ahead to Kimbrough, to Cooper in the lane. A fake, a drive, lefty lay-in. Zoe Cooper's a very good face-up shooter in the mid-range and quick for a 5'11" forward to make plays like that. Her first two, and it's the biggest lead yet for UNO. Like the first quarter, they've outscored Alcorn to start this one 7-zip. And a 9-0 run in total. Shot clock again running down for Alcorn before they get anything going in their half-court set. Cheatham, baseline right, spins to her left, into the help defense, and the travel is called. Just trying to cut off the lane at all angles and doing a nice job of it. Nearly halfway finished in the second quarter. Ellis on the bounce against Jasmine Jackson, who just checked in. Kimbrough feeding the post. Cooper against Brown, giving up 6 inches, will pass it out, and Kimbrough will shoot a 3-ball and drain it. New Orleans now 3 of 6 from deep, and a double-digit advantage for the Privateers. What do we say about inside-out shots being the best? You saw it again there. Brown with it, Cheatham looking for Brown, now near side. Here's Jackson down deep. In the opposite corner, an open jumper rattled in. And it's a 3-ball, the first made in 6 tries for Alcorn. Ashanti Backus, who started the first 2 games for the Braves, coming in and making an important shot for them to stop the bleeding. Now Ellis pulls up from 16, no good, but Cooper, UNO's best offensive rebounder, finding Sherrill down low, has it slapped away, passes out, Calderon 3, rattles in. UNO gets it right back. Inside out. Now Calderon lurking again in the back to action with New Orleans holding the 11-point advantage in the second quarter, trying to pass it down low. Her first home game as a Privateer going swimmingly. Played at 2 different junior colleges and at home here on the major college level as Ellis tried to force out Calderon. And that's a lot of the impact plays that Aditi Pryor. Sherrill getting a long shift here in the second quarter for UNO, and that certainly helps them defensively against the size of Alcorn. Jackson. And the high catch there for Backus, who hit the 3 earlier. Back to Jackson from downtown, off to the right, rebound Sherrill, 1 and done for the Braves. Ellis will slow things up. Now a chance to attack for Ross, and Ross, who started her collegiate career at the University of Minnesota, has it again on the bounce. Left elbow catch for Sherrill, getting it back to Ross, who goes into nearly 3 per contest. Second free throw buried as well. Biggest lead yet for the Privateers at a baker's dozen. And Ross didn't know it was coming to the last minute, almost came up with it. Braves fortunate to retain possession. Cheatham on the dribble against Ross, throws it up short, gets it back, puts it in. Got some space to operate there, and Ross was off balance after defending the first shot, made it an easy rebound. Cheatham now with a team-high 8 points. UNO spacing, bringing 5 free throw line or higher to start the possession. Calderon will dribble out, has to be careful. Now on the run, head of steam, missing the layup. Ellis gets the rebound. Shot clock still running. Does UNO realize it? No, they don't. It's the 5'8" sophomore out of Hopkins, South Carolina. Calderon too important to UNO's success in this half to risk that third foul. Brown to right, just inside the arc, missing. Sherrill keeps it alive for UNO, for Kimbrough to come up with it. 1-on-4, Kimbrough finally slows it up and then loses the handle out of. Plenty of good ball handlers on the floor right now. 4 of the 5, and they want to take off in transition every once in a while. Those things happen. Cheatham back to right, step back 3. And again, they're taking tough shots here lately, not being able to get just 5 Alcorn points. Williams stopping short of the center line. Gets it to her intended target, Ross, if only Duss. Down low, Sherrill, too hard with it. Fights for it to get it back. Just right, the Privateers bring in Ellis as well, who takes the inbound to an open Ross from deep. Nothing but net. Justice Ross. And they're going to say a toe on the line, so call it along too. For Ross, now UNO's leading scorer with 11. And her outside shot has never looked better. Not in Privateer colors. Cheatham around the perimeter it goes. White into the post. This is where we haven't seen Brown operate much, but she's not able to finish in traffic. Ross up ahead to Ellis. Ellis staying in the center of the floor, back to the trailer behind her. Calderon, who drives, has to protect the basketball from right. Now UNO can slow it up. Plenty of time to work with the 13-point lead. Shot clock at 12 as Calderon gets a step and banks it home. Cheatham just underestimating the quickness of Calderon. Give her a dozen. Calderon and Ross doing the heavy lifting for New Orleans on the scoring end. Pull-up jumper right. Off back rim, almost got the roll. Now Ellis controlling the rebound. Doesn't have numbers 2-on-3, but has an open Calderon to her left, who misses the long ball. And for the moment, feed right to Sherrill, who's unguarded. Brown waited though, knew what she was doing, wanted her space to block the shot. An experienced defender down low. Now up ahead, far side 3 is missed, and Ellis called scores table. Inbound on the baseline, Watkins finding an open runner, and the layup just won't go. Cheatham trying to keep the rebound alive, and great footwork on the baseline before grabbing the ball, but then Ellis comes up with the steal down low. UNO forcing more turnovers and making one brother. Otas played for Central Arkansas and then professionally. So good bloodlines for the family with Canadian roots. UNO shown this trap. Ellis at the tip of the spear for the moment. Pass out of the trap. And it momentarily looked like a chance to attack for getting a couple of home games in a row. Starting with another Southland Conference team. It'll be the Nichols Colonels visiting. Out of the trap, Calderon to Sherrill. Now Francois will go for her second 3. A little short. Loose ball on the floor. Kimbrough fighting for her from Alcorn that turned that game around, and a 9-point Braves win. Defensive edge for UNO has controlled this game tonight. Here is Ford on the low block. And a late defensive effort tonight. Not a lot of fouls on the Privateers. I don't think Alcorn has reached the bonus in any quarter. Trap. Otherwise, New Orleans has defended aggressively without too much of the whistles being involved. Now Kimbrough loses it in the paint. Cheatham coming up with it. Back is the other way across the timeline to the wing for 3. Right misses. Calderon with another rebound to add to her career high in that category. Then tries the risky pass in traffic and turns it over. Henderson She's been good in transition tonight. Misses there. Ellis did enough standing in her way. Now across the timeline, bounce pass. Calderon will set up the offense here. Just 2 points in the quarter for the Braves. Francois, and she had an open Sherrill middle of the lane and then seemed to lose the handle on the one-handed pass. Made some good things happen tonight for the Privateers off the bench. Near corner, a chance for the 3-ball. Cheatham drills it. First team all-conference selection this year. I think she's the best two-way guard in the Southland. Leading the conference in steals last year, and a great score. But the Privateers haven't needed her this evening and will gain confidence as a result of playing well without her. Out of the post, Kimbrough for 3 in the corner. Long board kept alive by Sherrill. Another chance for the Privateers. Sherrill makes a difference. Immediate impact on the glass for this UNO team that struggled there without her and Francois. Ellis to Sherrill, long 2, off to the left. She follows her shot, goes to the hole, throws it.